Okay, I want to welcome our LaGrange students, 5th grade and under, back for our next session. So glad you can be with us. I hope everyone is able to join in as we go through another session tonight. Please let me know if you join in so I can give you credit for that. And I appreciate all of you who have let me know, and I have given you credit for that. So we're continuing to work through this time of quarantine. I'm really thankful we have the capability to still communicate together, but I am looking forward to getting back on our Sunday nights, and hopefully that won't be too much longer, but we have to follow the rules. And so that's what we're doing. So this is how we're working through it, and I'm glad you're able to be with us. So as we continue to learn about the Bible, this time is meant to encourage our kids to become more familiar with the Bible. What is this great book that we want them to learn about? Why is it important? We want them to learn scripture in the Bible. Right now we're working on learning the books of the Bible, the books of the Old Testament, the books of the New Testament. Many have already mastered that. So proud of you guys. You know who you are. And I got our verses that we're going to be working on first. Each of you will have your own set, and I will send them out to you 5 at a time. Once you let me know you're ready, this is what your cards will look like. It'll have the verse on one side and actually the verse on the other side. This side is where you can do a little bit of artwork if you want to, and then you can have that for a Bible book marker, or you can give it to a parent or grandparent, something cool. But sometimes just kind of reading it over and over will help you with your memorization. So I have those. Look forward to passing those out. Whenever you're ready for those, just let me know. So we're going to get on with our session tonight. Tonight we are going to go back to our true or false game. So we're going to change it up a little bit. Instead of 3 statements, after I went back and looked at the session, I thought there were a lot of statements. So we're going to do 2, and you can tell me which you think is true and which you think is false. So if there's one that is false, I want you to make it true. That's the name of the game. So our first set of statements. Statement 1. The Holy Bible is divided into 2 main parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. Statement 2. There are 68 books in the Bible. One of those statements is not true. This is a warm-up question because I know you all know which one of those is not true. Right, there are only 66 books in the Bible instead of 68. So that's how our game's gonna go tonight. Parents, if you're watching, let me know how your guys are doing. And here we go. Our next 2 statements. The Old Testament is made up of 39 books from Genesis to Malachi. The New Testament has 29 books from Matthew to Revelation. Which one of those statements is true and which one is not true? If you said the New Testament has 29 books is not true, you're exactly right because it has 27. 27 and 39 make up the 66 books of the Bible. Okay, our next set of statements. The first one. The first 5 books of the Bible is called the Torah. Second statement. The first 5 books of the Bible were written by Adam, the first man God created. Do you know which one of those statements is not true? If you said the first 5 books of the Bible were written by Adam, that is true that it's not true. So that is the false statement. The first 5 books of the Bible were written by Moses. That's who we believe wrote those books. Number 4, our 4th set of statements. The first 5 books of the Bible are also known as the books of history. When you split up the books, those are the first 5 are known as the books of history. The second statement, the Pentateuch refers to the first 5 books. Penta is the prefix for 6. That means 6 scrolls or books. So which one of those statements is not true? The second statement, the Pentateuch refers to the first 5 books because Penta, the prefix, means 6. It actually means 5. The first 5 books are scrolls. So I hope you're doing good. Here we go on to number 5. First statement. The first book of the Bible, Leviticus, tells us how God created the heavens and the earth, how he actually made everything. Second statement. In Genesis, there are many events that are very familiar. The creation, Noah and the ark, Joseph in his coat of many colors, and the story of Abraham and how he became the father of a great nation, the Israelites. Which one of those statements is not true? You're right. The first book of the Bible does tell us about how God created everything, but it is not Leviticus, it's Genesis. Our 6th set. In Exodus, we read about how God rescued his people, bringing them out of Babylon. That's the first statement. The second statement, Moses was chosen to lead God's people. Which one of those statements do you think is true? And which one is not true? Right. In Exodus, we read about how God rescued his people, bringing them out of, not Babylon, but Egypt. So if that's what you said, you're exactly right. God rescued the people from Egypt. Our 7th set of statements. The first one, God showed his mighty power to Pharaoh through Moses and 10 plagues that were devastating. Second statement, Pharaoh wanted the Israelite people to stay in Egypt because Pharaoh loved and respected God and loved the Israelite people being there. Which one of those statements is not true? I know you know. Pharaoh wanted the Israelite army, the Israelite people to stay in Egypt, but it was not because he loved and respected God. It was that he loved the people being there, and he ruled them and made them their slaves, and he was worried when they left that he would miss all the work they were doing for him. Okay, our 8th set of statements. First one, in Exodus, God is with his people. Moses goes up on Mount Sinai, where God gives him tablets with the 12 commandments written on them. Statement 2, God talked to Moses from a burning bush that did not actually burn up. Which one of those statements is not right? Yes, it was not 12 commandments, it was 10. The first statement was not correct. If that's what you said, got it right. Okay, number 9, first statement. The 3rd book of the Torah, Leviticus, goes into detail about holy living and much of the priest's duties, what the priests were expected to do. The 4th book of the Torah, Deuteronomy, was written by Moses. Which one of those statements is not true? That's a new one that we hadn't really talked about a lot. Well, the second statement was a little tricky because the 4th book of the Torah was written by Moses, but the 4th book is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. Deuteronomy is the 5th book of the Torah. Hope you're doing good. Our last set of statements for this session. First statement, after the books of the law, we find the books of history. There are 15 books of history. Which one of those statements is not true? It is true that the books of history come after the books of the law. There are not 15, but 12. So if you said there are 15 books of history is the false statement, you're exactly right. There are only 12. Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job. So, not Job, Esther. So, you might have caught me on that one. So I want you to review your books of the Bible every day if possible and keep working on that. I would love for you to send me videos to share. I actually don't have a video today to share with you from a student, and I would love to be able to do that because I think you all enjoy seeing each other. So I'm going to sign off for this session. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for working hard. Let me know that you tuned in, and if you can, send a video so I can share that with everyone. Love you guys.